And then, what's up? What's up? Let's see.
Welcome to the Oddfrog Chop Shop, your one-stop podcast for all things toy, design, collectible, comic book, video game, movies, pop culture, and more. And now please welcome your hosts, Kelly Greenwood and Eddie Hermosillo.
All right. What's up, guys? Oh, here we go. Go live.
No, we're live.
We're live.
No, but I mean on Instagram.
Oh.
All right. Now we're live. There we go.
Running live. What's up, guys? Welcome back to another installment of the Chop Shop, Oddfrog Chop Shop, where we chop it up. Kelly doing it, hitting it live. How's it going, Kelly? You got it going?
What's up, Eddie? Yep. Doing well. Today we have a very special guest. We're going to be talking with Skydrowalker, toy photographer, and he should be here in any second. And we're also going to have Deadmanwon come on, and we're going to talk about Skydrow's experience with the Bandito. And we got a couple other things to mention, actually. So I want to give a huge shout out and a huge thanks to our first distributor, which is Nerdzoic. You can now go pre-order the Bandito up on Nerdzoic. And then also we just got, and thank you very much to these guys, Hella Dope Toys. So you can also pre-order the Bandito on Hella Dope Toys now.
Nice.
Yeah. No, yeah. You can get it again, oddfrogentertainment.com with us,
Yep.
helladopetoys.com, and nerdzoic.com. So, we're starting to get around, people are starting to be be aware of us and what we're trying to do in the story. And that's all we've been trying to do for the last couple of years, developing our ideas, our products. And like Kelly said, we have other stuff coming up. We just, as a company are starting to decided to start keeping things on the down low until we're ready to literally put them up for sale. So it's been a journey, but yeah, we're excited. Skydrowalker, Deadmanwon. We have the Bandito on his tour. And yeah, they'll be on here shortly.
What's up, Infinity Equation? What's up, Red Skull? Welcome.
And now our guest has arrived.
Awesome. Big thanks to the Infinity Question for having us on his podcast. The other day, we got to talk about the Chop Shop. We talked a little bit about the 112 Garage stuff with him because he had that guy on his show before. So we just really appreciate that opportunity, Infinity Equation. What's up, bro? What's up, Ed? Welcome. All right.
Keep in mind, some people are watching on YouTube, others on Instagram.
Yeah.
So,
okay.
I've got the comments for YouTube. So
okay, I got it for Instagram.
I got him. Yep, got them both.
All right, guys. Without further ado, we're going to welcome Skydrowalker to the show. What's up, Skydrow? Let's go.
Welcome.
You can
welcome.
say it. You can say it.
What's up, brother?
Let's fucking go.
Oh, I didn't know if we could cuss this early in.
Go for it, bro.
Yeah, we try to keep it PG-13, but we're all for freedom of speech too.
Yeah,
so.
yeah.
I'm pretty sure Hugh Jackman's in a trailer, so it's fair game now, right?
Yeah, exactly.
Let's fucking go.
Let's go. It's public and it's publicly acceptable.
So when we put this list together of collectors and toy photographers to see the Bandito, Skydrow was basically number one on my list to get the car in his hands because he's been with us for the long haul, kind of watching our story. And, I really wanted to see what his opinion of the car was. And we got some really great shots of his that we're going to share. And I think what we'll do is we'll go through them and you can tell us a little bit about your experience and maybe how you set up some of your shots and stuff. But I guess, first of all, Mikey always likes to ask this question. What were your impressions right out of the box?
Thanks for stealing my thunder, buddy.
Sorry, Mikey.
Hey.
Right out of the box, it's it's a different experience for me. I had I had to do some work to it because I don't know if anybody knows this or not that follows me that's here, but Nerdzoic did a review and it's a great summary of the company. And when I got it, it didn't have wheels on it. So the first inspiration for me was the alley, but the idea of this car right out of the box, that's different. That's different because it's so specific.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's like it's a car.
Mm-hmm.
So a great man once said, props are more important than action figures. And that's what this car is.
Mm-hmm.
It's a prop. Be it a very expensive one. But it's a prop. It goes in the background. It adds to the photography. But that's just me. That's just the way I envision it. Mm-hmm. So it's one of those things like it's really cool. It's really cool, but it's very specific.
Yeah. Yeah. And here we got Deadman popping on here, so I'm gonna invite him in.
Let's fucking go.
Welcome, Deadman. Yeah, and that's that's why I really wanted to get your opinion on it, because to see how you were going to kind of expand, like you said, what it can do as far as a prop and stuff like that. I was really inspired by the dinosaurs. I hadn't thought of that at all. When I saw the dinosaur on it, I was just like, oh, that's cool. In fact, maybe we should just show some pictures. Let's show some of Skydrow's pictures here. Let me go to present, share screen. Right here. All right. And then let me know if you guys can see this.
Yep.
Awesome. Great. So yeah, I guess one thing that I'm
glad you picked this one first. I'm sorry.
Awesome. Explain away. I just want to say real quick, I love that you had the tires off in shots. You were the first one to do that. And that was just, I love that you did that, because that's kind of what Eddie and I want people to do with the car is feel free.
I'm glad it came with the wheels off, to be honest with you. So
Mm-hmm.
I could have the opportunity to give it like a little bit of because had the wheels come with it on, I would not have felt comfortable taking them off.
Sure. Yeah.
No way. So it was actually like a gift that it happened like that.
Kelly must have packed the box.
Actually, Nerdzoic packed and shipped it for us on that one. So thank you, Matt, for that. That was huge.
Yo, big nerdy.
Yeah. Shout out again. We got our first 2 distributors. Thank you so much, Nerdzoic.
Oh yeah, hella dope toys.
Hella dope toys. Yeah, that's man. That just like absolutely made my weekend yesterday.
That's wild.
That made my weekend yesterday.
Recent?
Yeah.
Oh man, I wonder if my photography had anything to do with that.
Oh, absolutely. In fact, sales have been. I mean, when we first got on Nerdzoic, our website absolutely blew up. We had, I think,
11,000 views.
4 days. Yeah. I had a
video.
So yeah, that it's been hugely helpful. The tour has been the best thing ever because, Nerdzoic and stuff wanted to kind of understand how we were going to roll it out and stuff. And we're like, well, actually, it's on tour right now. And we were able to show them a lot of photography and stuff. So the tour has been the biggest thing we've done for the car so far, I think, as far as building awareness and driving sales and pre-orders to the website. So, yeah, all the photography has been quintessential, I would say. All right, I got to ask about this. Go ahead, Eddie.
I was just going to say, definitely, I think, with the review on Nerdzoic and getting exposure on these distributors.
We can smoke here? Okay, great.
Do you, man. Do what you got to do. And getting exposure with these distributors, the orders have begun to come in more. We had a great surge in orders in the beginning when the video first came out. And I say we're about a third of the way there. That's just counting our numbers on our website alone. So now pushing the tour, pushing the tour forward, and with these 2 new distributors on board, hoping to get more. And we got other people looking at it. We have like some of those magazines we've been talking to, like that do the toy photography and like toy collectors and all those stuff. Like we've been trying to get more exposure via that way. But I think we're definitely on the right pace to hit our numbers by year's end.
Yeah. Okay, so I want to ask about this picture because one thing that catches my attention is the T-Rex's eye shine, which is, I think, just totally brilliant. How did you do that?
That was kind of a clever accident because if the light that's on Lady J right now was actually, it was sitting on top of, I don't have them out here, but they're Brooder trucks, and Brooder has this skylight in the top of the cab.
Can I say something about that, Brooder? I know Brooders is actually one of their main showrooms is right up the street from here.
Dude, that's dope.
I've never been. It's hidden between like a Walmart and like a random plumbing store. You go down this, and it's a huge.
Their stuff is
scaled smaller, right?
1/16 scale. It's smaller than 1/12.
Obviously, so, yeah, I see.
And it's a little bit bigger than 1/18. So it's,
I was gonna say almost 3/4. Size. Yeah, but it's like high end or like
rubber tires,
metal. And it's like yeah.
So I have my phone sitting on top of it, going with the light coming through the windows, and I pulled my phone up in the middle of a shot because I have a high exposure, so I can make the smoke really smooth. And when I pulled the phone up, this is just the phone coming up out of frame, and it's coming up. So when I came up, I didn't want to illuminate the whole scene, so I brought it up and pointed it towards the ceiling, and it just kind of bounced back down.
Dang, that's so rad.
It's awesome. Now, the reason why I'm really glad that you picked this shot first. A lot of people are getting the Ramen Racer, which is another car, and if we're talking about like real world, different companies make different cars, and these are 2 totally different cars. While they may look similar, they are very, very, very different. But one of the glaring observations that I've made in seeing reviews on YouTube is the trunk. And I'm telling you right now, the Ramen Racer trunk is non-existent compared to this trunk.
Oh, really?
Good to know.
I had zero idea.
I highly recommend, if you put your hands on this car, you go and watch a review of the Ramen Racer, and you tell me that there is a trunk back there. Because once you put the battery pack back there, it's gone. Yeah. There is no trunk. So if reviewers try and put figures in there, it's not happening.
Yeah.
T-Man 978, shout out T-Man 978. He did an awesome review trying to put people in the trunk. Didn't happen.
Oh, I got it.
Wow, really?
With ease. G.I. Joe classified figures with ease. And I'm not talking about without their gear on. I'm talking full gear. I put Flint in the trunk. I put obviously Lady J in the trunk, and she's swimming in there.
That's exactly what I was going to use.
Swimming in there.
What's up, Artistic Traumatic? What's up, guys?
There's another thing about this tail end is the lights. The light covers that you have on this model are now this is a prototype. So I need to make sure that I put that out there, that this is a prototype of the car. How close is this to production?
At this point,
time-wise,
I know what you mean.
I think he means how close is this car to the actual production
design.
model.
So
so this is like the first pass on, like, this is literally still the first edition of the model. We've been talking to Johnny recently, who's willing to do the kinks and the works to make it, and then we'll be able to shoot for tooling.
I would say aesthetically, basically what this is what you're going to get. Some of the changes we made, and I've talked about this before, but when we had the trunk originally, it stopped short of the bumper. So you had to kind of get your fingernail in there to pull it open. And that was just really, really inconvenient. So we took the trunk and rolled it over so that all you have to do now is grab the back of the car and lift with your finger. So that is one thing that we have changed about the car. We were toying with making it slightly bigger, but like Skydrow said, don't change it. And it is a smaller coupe style car. So we're still kind of debating that, but it aesthetically, it's basically there.
Okay. So the light covers on the back, what covers the light covers, those are final. That's what people are going to get, because I'm telling you right now, that makes or breaks the shot.
Okay.
Those
What do
light
you mean
covers,
like
hiding
the
the
little...
light bulb, hiding the LEDs in the back. Because
Yeah,
if you
he means the clear red plastic in the back. I seriously doubt that that's the vinyl that the car will be coming.
No, that's actually printed, so it will be different.
Okay.
Yeah, it'll be like red.
It'll be clearer, right?
Yeah, that's painted because it's a clear. The actual part will be a red,
translucent
red plastic. Yeah, with like texture in it, like it would, but that's hard to do here because it's basically a 3D.
No. That's cool. It's just those look like lights, and what I see coming off the Ramen Racer looks like.
Are you talking about maybe like the electronic components and everything in it? Like,
no, I'm talking about when you look at a car,
right,
in real life, it doesn't look. You can't see the light bulb.
There's no bulb. Yeah, you just see red.
You just see white. You just see red. You just see white.
Yeah, you're right.
That's a good feedback though, to make sure that when they are printed up, that they are translucent but darker. Like a semi-solid,
or even fogged.
Yeah.
Okay. No, we wouldn't want you to see the light bulb, not even on the front lights. So if you see the front lights, they actually have
illuminates the whole little crystal,
the design of it spreads out the light as it comes out, like a real
beautiful,
like a real headlight.
Beautiful.
Let's check the next photo there, Kel.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay, so somebody was just talking to me. I think it was in an email or something. There's like, oh, it'd be cool is if you had it up on blocks like it got stolen. And I'm like, Skydrow just did that.
I think Insightful did too, though. Somebody's done it before too.
I think Skydrowker was the first to pull the wheels off. I'm fairly certain, but maybe not. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe Thor did too. I don't know.
Looks good.
I unboxed this with my dad, and this was his idea.
Okay.
So shout out to my dad.
That's awesome.
He actually inspired this. He was like, it'd be great is if you put it in a really bad part of town on some simple.
That's so cool.
Man, can I say that town you have set up? It's like dope. It's like,
yeah, it looks real.
It's like set up for like stop motion. It's like going into like a little mini studio. It's like
I will say something about Skydrow's setups. He uses extreme sets, and he's the only person that I see using them that pulls it off as well as he does. Because a lot of times they all look flat, and none of this looks flat
at all, bro. And that's what I'm saying.
You can also save 15% when you use the code Skydrow.
You like that setup? You like that setup?
On myself, man. Like for real. They fit well. The size as well. It scales perfectly. Like.
Now, here's another thing I want to point out about the prototype versus the production model. That windshield will be crystal clear because it'll be injection molded plastic. That right there is a 3D print. And man, I polished on probably 12 different windows trying to get it crystal clear.
And
we just had to get it out on the tour at some point. So that's not ideal right there, but you'll be able to see everything through the car window. Our original prototype was crystal clear.
And if you look at our actual pictures, like production pictures that we have, like professional shots that they took, it's also missing two little windows. So on the door, it has one little quarter window, and on the rear side, it'll have a little window.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
So you can have little wing windows. They're not going to be openable, though.
No. They'll just be there, like on the back side of the car. Like if you go on our website or you go to nerdzoic.com or Hella Dope Toys, you'll see the actual like promo shots, and it has two. Like, is it on the? It might not be, but It's missing a pair of windows.
I know what you're saying.
Yeah.
All right.
You
In
wouldn't
any
you wouldn't I wouldn't even have known that. Had you not said that, I would never have known.
Yeah.
I thought the windows were great.
Okay.
See, like in
the
this shot,
fog
if you zoom in,
windows didn't even bother me. It didn't
Okay.
even faze me.
Yeah, Kelly, can you make this more full screen on your
Let me
end?
see if I can zoom. There we go.
There
How's
you
that?
go. That's cool. I like that one.
Yeah, this is amazing how you get that practical effect with the boxes. I mean, are they connected to wires? I think I saw.
Yeah, I used that garden wire that's really thin.
Uh-huh.
It's really thin green garden wire, and
Okay.
it only happened because I put one up, because that was the idea, to going through the boxes. I put one up and I blew on it and it kind of rattled. And I was like, oh my God, look, motion blur.
I mean, one thing that about your shots is there's always this deep, rich atmosphere. It's so cinematic. Is that some of the smoke and lighting techniques you use? Like, this is amazing lighting.
That is smoke
and
that is smoke and exposure time.
Okay, that's so. Oh, and exposure time. Interesting. Okay.
Instead of getting a cloud of smoke, you get a haze.
Interesting. Okay.
There's a lot of smoke being blown too. There's a lot of smoke being blown.
That is just great, and I love how you have the red one as almost like a focal point in the color.
Contrast.
that brings your eye right towards the lights of the
It
car.
does.
I mean,
yeah.
I don't know. Again, like you were saying earlier, this is a different style car. It's a different model. It's more sleek. It's more. I mean, it's blacked out. It's
like
certain parts are chromed to make it pop. But again, what you see here would be a majority of what you get on the base stock version.
Yeah, I think putting the batteries kind of anywhere that other than where the engine would be is a missed opportunity. Just even in just the way the car balances out and stuff feels,
I like this shot too.
Weighty and balanced. Yeah, I love this shot.
Okay, so little inside baseball. This is inspired by an Andy Griffith episode.
Really?
Where
I figured that's why you use most of your songs. Like,
zoom in, Cal.
So there's an episode where Barney and Andy go to the RV park, and there are bank robbers there, and Barney's in front of the car, and the robbers are getting ready to drive off.
That's awesome.
And they get in the RV, and then he drives off with the RV. It's a classic episode, and that's what inspired this. Because
that's awesome.
I was thinking about the headlights, and that when I saw the headlights, that scene from Andy Griffith immediately jumped in my brain.
That is so cool. Let me just peek on Instagram here to see if anybody's chatting.
And
Mud Scuffer says his nipples are getting hard from this pic.
Fuck it, Mud Scuffer.
Mud Scuffer just got nominated for TPC, so everybody should comment, and share on that photo. Our boy deserves some recognition.
That's rad.
He's one of the hardest working toy photographers in the community. He posts multiple times a day, and when I say multiple, I don't mean twice.
Dude, and his setups get just as big as mine, if not bigger.
Wow.
Because his world is smaller than mine, so he can world build huge things.
Yes.
All right, what characters do we have here? I think I see Zorana in the background. Maybe
it's the Dreadnoks.
Okay, so Dreadnoks. Awesome.
Yeah,
awesome.
Dreadnoks and Ship.
That's perfect actually for this car.
That was one of the first things. That was one of the first things Skydrow said to me when he got the car, was that it works super well with Dreadnoks.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think one of the things that's going to help kind of diversify the playability with it is when we can get the kits out and we can do, low riders. I mean, we have all sorts of stuff. I want to do one inspired off the Neutrino kids from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. So I just really, the way the car is designed, we had a lot of help from our engineer, Johnny. It's going to be able to do some really cool stuff.
Well, and the more you have this, and the more you have it, the more it turns into a action vehicle.
Thank you.
See?
Thank you.
Funny how that works, right?
So, when the more you have it and the more you're playing with it, it doesn't take on life of its own, but it helps lend to different things.
Right. Great.
It helps
Like
tell the story. It
Vacation
helps.
shots and shots in the city. So when people wouldn't normally have a car, now they have a car.
Yeah.
So it's very it's like a dance, you know. The more you have it, the more you're like, damn, I'm glad I have this.
That's really cool. Yeah, and I mean that realism, it may not seem important when you're talking about a toy, but we really wanted to focus on the toy photography aspect. Obviously, the customization too, that just came to us as we were designing the car. People talking about, hey, wouldn't it be cool if you did this? Wouldn't it be cool if you did that? And then we're just like, you know what? Let's just make it to where they can do all of it. But the details are always important to Eddie and I. I mean, we grew up fascinated by that highly detailed kind of stuff. I'm a huge fan of Capullo and McFarlane, and like, I mean, McFarlane's garbage was awesome. You know, it pays to put the time into the details.
Oh, how the times have changed with McFarlane's garbage being awesome. Now his good stuff isn't awesome.
Now his good stuff is garbage.
Man,
I wasn't going to go that far.
Don't get me started on McFarlane.
He's kidding, Todd, in case you ever do the podcast.
We love you, Todd.
No, yeah, I am kidding. I'm sitting right here right now with 3 McFarlane figures, and I'm actually taking a photo of one of them, which is why I keep turning my camera off. Maybe I should turn the other camera off and just focus on the show. Sorry, guys.
You're good, brother.
There we go.
I love this shot. When I saw dinosaurs on here for the first time, I was like, what?
Yeah,
I mean, that was just inspired.
Zoom in.
Yeah, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah, jeez. Are you new?
Yeah.
Let us see the fucking photo. And that's the only gripe I have with Skydrow's photos is I'm looking at Instagram on my phone and there is so much crammed into it. Like I gotta zoom in.
Yeah.
I gotta pick it up close to my face and open it up and look everywhere because there's a lot of shit going on in his photos every time.
You must have a ton of those palettes, Skydrow.
I do.
Yeah.
That's one of the things I collect besides G.I. Joe Classified.
Like
Dollar Tree
pallets.
pallets.
Nice.
I love the foreground, the washed glue foreground where it's like, you know, almost monotone, and then this vibrant color shining in the background. It gives it so much depth.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I really appreciate it. Thank you.
It's fantastic. I mean, I'm not much of a toy photographer at all, but I do like looking at these from like a design perspective. And it's just, it hits all the bells and whistles for, you know, the for art and design.
So we've been talking to quite a few people who like publish some particular types of magazines, and I would like to show them a variety of these pictures. And if it comes to the point where they would like to put some of these, is it cool that we reach out to you guys?
Absolutely,
for sure,
absolutely.
For sure. Yeah, because any one of these,
let me just say that I didn't get a free car. Let's just say it for the record. I didn't get a free car.
Not yet.
Didn't get paid to do this. I was asked to do this. I said yes, and it was a pleasure to do it.
Oh.
And it is an honor to be published under this name.
Wow! Thank you so much. Yeah. Thank you so much.
First Strike Fakes just did it with some of his pictures. He had a whole interview done about him. He gave us, you know, a little shout out. Thanks to him, you could check his stuff out. But you know, we're kind of in the works of things like that ourselves. But like a lot of these shots that we could potentially use are because of this tour. So if anybody gets called on our behalf, you know, we're more than thankful, and we'll definitely make contact when the time comes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And all the credit where credit is due.
Exactly.
Yes. All right, let's talk about this shot. Because go ahead.
Insightful Imagery cheated with the program.
and just to be fair with that, I talked to Insightful Imagery about that. He bought that because he wanted to surprise them with production shots. He bought that specifically.
Is a game changer.
Yeah, he bought
lens is a game changer.
About that lens, just to give them product shots, which is funny because I was going to ask him if he would do it for you guys, but
I'm sure he's been finding other projects to use it for too.
Yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but he told me he just bought that lens and he bought it with that in mind. Like, I mean, he's a photographer by nature, not like he's been to school and stuff. So
Shout out to Insightful Imagery because that shot with the cash on the seat with the dashboard, epic.
Or the one where it's rolling down the desert fucking road with the middle finger flying out the window.
Mudscuffer says, well, you've chosen a definite artist with these pics. Thank you, Mudscuffer. Absolutely, he is. And I mean, beautiful stuff. Thank you. Okay. So this one we've got, for design wise, it's really interesting because you've got all this verticality in the background and then this nice kind of cross contour or whatever with the Bandito, and that composition is just really, really strong. And then the other thing I'm curious about is that light from the gun. That is, I don't know how you guys do stuff like that.
So this is just another one of those kind of huge points that you're going to see with this car versus the other car is the space in the front seat. And the fact that the front seats are magnetic, so they're removable. Mm-hmm. Like you can just take them right out. Mm-hmm. So I have, let's see, I've got right here. I have lights right here. They're I got these from Amazon. They're small rig. They come in a 3-pack, and they are just like Lume Cubes. You get all of the little snouts. You get different. You get a whole bunch of different stuff with this. It's unbelievable for $100. Unbelievable. Wow. So I have one of these sitting in the passenger seat, and it's pointed up. It's pointed up, and it has.
That is not what I was thinking.
Yeah,
it has one of these orange from the top, maybe with
over it. Okay.
And it has one of the remote
diffusers and shit. What?
So it has a remote for the other lights blocking it, so it doesn't shine on the field.
Wow,
that is awesome.
Yeah,
that's great.
Like genius.
That's some tricks of the trade.
Yeah, man.
That's really, really cool.
I'm not trying to keep any secrets. We don't live forever.
All right.
See, so this would be a perfect, right? So right there on, you see the back of the car. There would be a little window right there in that rear space, and then on the door itself, a little corner triangle window, right where the door exactly.
Yep.
The wing window.
Yep.
One right here, and the wing wind window.
You know, those windows were designed just to get smoke out of the car because back then it was like such a thing for people. It was such a thing for people to be smokers. So if you were just to crack those wing windows, just the wing windows, all that smoke would just go right out of the car.
Yeah.
That's why you don't see them anymore.
Yep. I always thought it was just AC when I was wearing shorts.
Kind of like it's like that perfect angle hit that wind and it just kind of cleared your car, huh?
Yeah, just sucked it right out.
There's some good action happening here.
This is a great shot. I just noticed the Mustang for the first time in the back too. Okay, so I know a lot of people were asking about this other car. Can you tell us about this shot, Skydrow?
So this pink Mercedes I found at a vintage stock, which I think is like a pawn shop for all of your collectible stuff. You know, they have video games, they have DVDs, they have records, they have toys, they have everything. So it's one of those but it's like a retail chain. So it's vintage stock is weird to me because not everybody has them.
Yeah, so, I don't know what the hell you're talking about.
And it's weird too because they're different things in different places, but because they all have the same tags. I have the box. You guys want me to go get the box? It's downstairs.
Oh, that's all right.
Okay, I won't then. But I saw it. I was looking at it. It's on the bottom shelf. It was $10, and I picked it up, and the doll on the front of the box, her head is sticking up like in our world, like 4 feet above the windshield.
Of course.
So I'm thinking to myself, what does a Marvel Legend look like next to this thing? So so it's not taped up. So I slide the car out. There's a Marvel Legend literally sitting in a little baggie, sitting right above it. So I standing next to it. I'm like, holy shit. So I was like, $10 car. Cool.
Wow.
So I picked it up and I didn't even know until I got home. It's from 1984, some American Doll something.
Wow. Straight
But the headlights
classic.
don't work. That's posts. I
Okay.
brighten that part up. Those headlights don't work. It's the cheapest. It's a Barbie car. The seats are way too big. It's you have to modify it.
You made it work.
Doesn't have a windshield.
It makes a good
There's so
background
much-
car. It makes a good
Yeah.
background.
It's literally just a prop for
Yeah.
this for a car chase scene.
Yeah.
So I got a couple. We have a couple comments on YouTube. Clanable says, "Nice photo set Skydrow took."
Thank you.
Shoot me 91, great photo or great shot. And Paul
He's
John.
the next person on the tour, so stay
Yeah.
on the lookout.
Be looking out for Shoot.
And Paul Johnson, I love seeing the great photography using the car.
Awesome. Thank you.
Oh,
Thank you guys.
Thank you to Skydrow too. Yeah, I mean, amazing showcase. And what's with the Mustang back here?
I mean, that's really just to fill it out. That's just another prop just to fill it out. That's a New Bright, I think.
Okay.
It's just an RC car.
Okay.
You know, the shell with wheels.
Yeah. Perfect.
Eddie's right though. Your sets are great.
Yeah.
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 right.
Skydo does not fuck around, man.
Yeah. That's.
They all. It just looks like different parts of the same city.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's got
absolutely.
this character
It's got a
to it.
vibe for
Yeah.
sure. Skydropolis.
I mean, streets of Skydrowalker.
There you go.
And then Bandito fits in there so well, man.
Oh God, that's so
You might
cool.
pull in
Thank
with
you
four wheels.
with those shots, man. You did a hell of a job, dude. Like for real.
Ah, man, it just really gives you a sense of the magnitude of the T-Rex in the back too, having the car and the character in that scene.
Bro, I dude. And that's the cool thing about the car and it like being that involved in the scene. It be like it's hard to explain, but it being like those palettes where you can put it in the foreground, background, in that space where it's like the character can hide in it. It's so fucking cool.
That's
Like
wild.
having a diorama with a vent that you can pop out of.
Yeah.
You know, it's little things that you know you've never been able to do before.
I think Insightful Imagery said that, used the word that it almost starts to become like a play set in itself. You know what I'm saying?
Thor said that too.
Yeah.
Thor said that too. Yeah.
Thor then? Yeah.
Yeah, this is great. That colors too, right where his mouth is coming through like that. Compositionally, that's so strong. It's like the colors make it where you can almost hear it, I think. Like that's really, really cool. Oh yeah.
Oh, this one was fun. This was the last shot I did with the Bandito.
That is just fantastic.
And Trouble Bubbles attacking it and shit. That is awesome.
Yeah.
Is that more of that wire?
That's like a more sturdy wire. Insightful Imagery put me onto it. But I have a 3 milk
bonsai
crates
wire?
on either side. Yeah.
And
bonsai
what
wire.
is that, like smoke coming out of the back of the one?
Like
Yeah.
thicker.
Because she
That's
just
so
finished
cool.
shooting that one. Now she's shooting at the other one.
Yeah, that is fantastic. Reminds me of the Ninja Turtles arcade game or something. you
Yeah.
know?
Yeah.
Let's fucking go.
That's so cool. I love the smoke on the ground. Wow.
It's funny too because I sent this photo to ChatGPT, and it almost made me think that ChatGPT is just trying to stroke my ego.
What did it say? What happened?
It just gave me a bunch of positive, really super positive feedback.
Wow.
It just gave me a whole lot of really great, super positive feedback, and I'm just like, it can't be that good. I mean, I was like, now it's this line. I couldn't trust it after that.
It's Skydrow. It's good. Give yourself some
Yeah,
credit,
it's
man.
good.
Well,
It's-
let's be honest. Let's be honest. That shine over here on the liquor store is really hot.
Yeah,
That's
but it
really
doesn't look
hot.
out
I
of
don't
place.
even know what that's coming from.
It doesn't look out of place though.
No, it doesn't.
I don't even know where it's coming from.
It's coming from a street lamp above the fucking store. Leave it alone. Fucking...
And I will just point out to people with this shot, it's because it's a printed prototype.
Yeah.
These little like rear view mirrors pop off in shipping so easily, but once that's injection molded and it's like chemically welded to the car, it'll be, they'll be on there better. And then also this window will be clear, as we said before.
You're also going to thicken those mirrors up a little bit too, so it's got more of a base, right?
Yeah, that's right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's what we were doing. Exactly.
By the way,
great point.
I had a mirror on the passenger side, and I was getting ready to put the other mirrors on, and then the other mirror, I was putting the wheels on, and the mirror popped off.
Yeah.
So I'm like,
they're they're like, it's a pain in the butt, man.
I'm not gonna put the mirrors on. So that's why none of my photos have the mirrors on, because I kept them in the little box in the bubble wrap. So
you don't even notice, but yeah,
because it's a little bump, a little grab, and
if you feel bold, shoot, you can attach them.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And shoot, if you have any problems, if you need any parts, please let me know. I'll send them to you right away. Shipping's been a little rough on us. But yeah, absolutely. Let me know. Mudscuffer says, all right, my other nipple just got hard.
One at a time, huh? I think he's playing. He must be playing with them, because that's the only time that happens to me.
So Skydrow, let me ask you, we hear you about the taillights. Is there anything else with the car that you wish was like throw some any suggestions that you would think would make it even just a little bit better for you?
Pros and cons, give it to us straight.
So I mean, while we're looking at the front end, a quick pro is where you guys put the batteries and the on and off switch for the lights themselves.
Thank you.
It doesn't hinder the photography at all. So if the batteries die mid shoot, then they're easily replaceable and easily turn on and off. So nothing is disturbed. So it's not one of those, it's a hassle kind of things.
Got it. Okay. Great.
So that was really convenient. That was, I applaud you for that. Putting it under the engine with the battery starting and stopping it. That's fucking, in my opinion, genius.
Thank you. That's Johnny Wong.
I love that.
Good job, Johnny.
Yeah, good job, Johnny.
That and putting it on top where you can access it and the car is still sitting there, dude.
Like you're working on it, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
You're under the engine. That was the whole kind of purpose of that.
Let's see.
But if there's anything you could make better or add to it,
cons. I don't have very many cons, and I only say that because.
Or just something to make it better. Like what
make it better is
get it to fucking market. I think that'll make it better.
Make it real.
Bring it to market. Bring it to market at lower the price $30.
Yeah.
A lot can happen once we get our numbers, but yeah, it's priced.
That being said, the competition is 300. So there's wiggle room there.
We would all like things to be cheaper. For sure.
That's a lot easier pill to swallow than 300 plus shit.
Yeah.
And free shipping in the States, guys.
Yeah, that's right.
There's
I have a question about the shipping.
Yeah.
Is that free shipping going to be on the first initial run of the car, or?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
For anybody in the United States who buys it through our site. Yeah, there's funds allocated in the 1,500 for the shipping.
Yeah.
Because one of the suggestions we had was a dome light. So we were just asking if there's anything.
That would be cool.
That would require extra.
That would be wires. That would be neat. But at the same time, that would require a cycle system.
Yeah, switch.
So you wouldn't have it on the whole time.
Exactly.
And from what I understand, because I tuned into the Infinity Equation, shout out Dante, to interview you guys, and you guys said that there are going to be multiple switches. in the lighting?
There's
fixture?
one switch, but there's multiple ports on the switch for connecting other wires. We're only taking up one switch for all the lights that are in the car right now. So there's 3 other ports off that switch that you can connect your own stuff to. And
solder.
Like sophisticated customizers will also probably be able to drop in like different switches. What's up, Ostradamus Toys? Welcome.
The fact that this action vehicle will be that customizable is also super impressive. Where
thank you.
Run different lights to different places and
that's
have them in, that's crazy, and run them off the same battery that you're running all the other lights. That's awesome. That's cool.
Right. And let me talk about that for a minute. Part of the reason the car is as expensive as it is it is 76 pieces that need to be tooled and injection molded
and then put together.
That's right. That's assembled. That's right. And the reason we have those many parts in there is specifically so that we can have customizers break down the car, put it back together, and customize it. That's why that had to be that way.
Clanable says one switch control is a good idea.
Okay, cool. Awesome. Much love for Clanable. Clanable's been with us since the very beginning as well. Talk about set designs, man. Clanable does some absolutely amazing stuff.
Yeah, I was about to say Clanable ain't no slouch when it comes to set design. He makes set designs.
Yeah.
Dioramas are incredible. The very first one of his I saw was he was making this Japanese a feudal Japan like street or alley. Yeah. It was incredible. Yeah. I still think about it.
That's so cool. All right, I think this might be our last picture, and let me just double check here that we don't have any more. Oh yeah, there's the lights you're talking about. Absolutely, that's what they should look like when lit up in the production model. Because if you look at the plastic, you see the little ridges in the design, like a real tail light would be. That's also on the front lights, and that's absolutely to disperse that the way the light comes out.
And the red is softer. It's almost an orange in the middle. So so you can see the light because of that, the light itself. But that's how that's how I see taillights on the road. That's what they look like
when they're, especially of that era, too.
Yeah.
Now, what is this? This is the Carnosaurus, or I can't remember his name. I worked on Jurassic World for a little bit at Mattel, but I haven't seen this one in images. That's great.
Yeah.
I have my T-Rex. I got this. I was in a brainstorm with the Jurassic World team at Mattel, and I'm like, how do I get a T-Rex? And they're like, you want a T-Rex? And they just gave me one.
Let's go.
Skydrow, I'm a little disappointed that you don't have a photo of Flint getting run over here.
Sam Newsman is in the room.
What is up, Sam?
The lights and the dashboard were not advanced or edited in any way in post. That's real, like how bright they are.
Nice.
The dashboard. Same with the tail lights. So I am super impressed by the strength. That was super important to me too.
Awesome. Mudscuffer says it's a dope car for life if you take care of it. That's exactly right. And then the other thing is, once we have toolings, if any of the parts should ever wear out or whatever, we can offer that stuff to people. We want to expand the lifetime of the car and keep it alive as long as possible. Absolutely.
One of the main purposes of the kits, to be able to customize it and change it up. After a while, your style changes. You want to put different wheels, different rims, take the hood off, change the engine out.
Or you just get sick of shooting the muscle car over and over again. You want to shoot a lowrider or something else,
Engine rims off.
Maybe a convertible.
A little bit.
Post-apocalyptic.
I love the colors in this. I mean, I love all the colors in this, but some of them just really stand out for me design-wise. Like, you've got the colors tying into each other for that composition where the Carnosaurus is there, and you've got the nice orange kind of matching values. It's really cool.
I had to do something to take away from all the blue.
Yeah. Well, that's perfect. That's its complementary color on the
wheels.
Color wheel. Yeah. Really smart.
Thank you very much. Thank you.
Well,
Give it
listen,
shots, man.
I just think this tour has been the most fantastic thing we could have done as far as rolling out this car and getting it into actual customizers, actual toy photographers' hands. Skydrow, we could not be more appreciative of the fine things you've said about our car. I really, really appreciate it. And I really just appreciate you working your magic on it. So thank you very much, brother.
Thank you guys very much. And it's a pleasure to be a part of your guys' project. And I look forward to having a Bandito in the future.
Oh, yeah.
In those last couple of days, I was sold. So,
okay, that's fantastic. That's why I wanted to put it in your hands almost more than anybody. So
yeah, that's why I chose him, because I know he was like, Skydrow was a doubter. Skydrow and I are friends, and we were talking about the car, and I was all about it from the get-go. And he was like, I don't know, man, it just doesn't seem right. And I was like, let's get him on this tour.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's see what happens. And initially, you had different thoughts about the car than you do now, Skydrow. Do you want to tell people like how that changed?
Seeing
look as we're talking right
somebody
now,
just ordered the car, so thank you guys. Thank you.
Seeing the other car
Belmontes
made me change my mind about this car.
Huh.
And it wasn't about having it in hand. It was about seeing what another car could look like compared to this one. Mm-hmm. And what I do is I'm not a toy collector. Mm-hmm. I'm an artist first, and then I'm a chef. So this stuff is sitting in a bin, or like this right here holds the Crimson Guard. Like, they're not on a shelf. I promise they're not. I don't have shelves for these. So when I get an idea, that's what they come out for. And that's what really sold me on this. It's a fantastic prop, and it's inspiring.
So let me get this straight real quick. Seeing what other people are doing with a $300 car, and then realizing what you have and can do with a $190 car. There's a world of difference there now. Yeah, there's a whole that's like CERN turned on the particle collider, and I woke up in a different reality.
Wow.
Yeah, everything's upside down.
Wow. I think
balloons used to have a cornucopia on it.
I think you should realize that you're an artist, you're a chef, but I think first you're a nerd. But I think that's most of us. So that
I think you can speak for all of us here when you say that. Yeah.
Yeah, and wear that nerd flag proud.
Yeah, that's right.
So as we get close to landing this plane, we do like to ask some of our guests. We try and keep it regular, but we've forgotten for a couple of them. But first off, Skydrow, what is your first toy memory?
Oh, damn. First toy memory. First toy memory.
Man, that's a tough one, dude.
Yeah.
Okay. Or one that sticks out.
If I really reach, it'll probably be my dad putting on stickers on my G.I. Joe vehicles in Fort Walton Beach.
Nice.
Vehicles, random. Random,
bro. I know. It's funny how that worked out.
How it turned back around like this.
Because that was 90, so I would have been 6.
Okay. That's cool.
Nice. Very cool. Very cool.
That's pretty dope.
Deadman, how about you?
Oh, shit. Come on, man. I think my first toy memory that really stands out to me was just seeing G.I. Joe for the first time.
Yeah. Yeah.
And I'm not talking about the cartoon, because I was watching the cartoon before I realized there was toys. And I'm talking about seeing the toys in the store, and I was just like, oh my god. That's why when Classified hit, it was such a big deal to me. He's not on the shelf right here, but I got that Zartan figure, not first, but when I got that Zartan figure, I was just like, this is exactly what I imagined this was when I was a child.
Yeah.
And when I was a child, that figure was just as fucking cool as that figure is now. And so getting GI Joes and just playing with GI Joes, and I never put the stickers on the vehicles, but I did have a bunch of them, and they were a lot of fun.
Yeah, I 100% agree. GI, we're similar era, similar vibe, and it's like GI Joe to me is just, it was the absolute ultimate toy, and still is to me. Yeah.
Well, yeah, the 3.75 inch ones, they had the best articulation on the market. They were as a child, I was just, because I had Star Wars figures, before that, but like as a child, like GI Joe was like, I was like, wow, I can't do this with fucking Han Solo.
You
That
could
couldn't
get
happen.
techniques where you could puppeteer the characters with like one hand. You could do the legs down here and the arms up here, and all the different little extra things that you could buy for it, guns, and they would fit in the vehicles. I mean, it was amazing.
You want to get me off this full screen, please?
Yeah. All right, and I think Mikey has another question. One final question for our guests.
Yeah, one final one, Skydrow. If you had any superpower or could be any superhero, who would it be or what would it be?
Superpower.
This is our last nerdy question.
What's up, T-Bellet?
Hero, villain, anti-villain.
Yeah, it don't matter.
Man, that's tough.
Who would Skydrow be?
I'd probably be invulnerable.
Okay. Invincible. Okay.
Yeah. I'd probably be invulnerable.
Invincibility.
Flight,
I like that.
I'm scared of heights, so flight scares me.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, no shit. But if you were invulnerable though,
I don't know, man.
Then
the fear of floating off into space, and I'm just like, I can't come back. No, I can't.
That's great,
dude.
All right.
I understand the fear of heights thing. I work construction, and we're working outside of the house, and I'm near the top of an 8-foot ladder, and I'm scared to fucking death.
Yeah.
And my boss was like, "Oh my God, just fucking 3 days ago, we were inside a house and you were standing on top of that ladder with nothing holding you up, with no problem." And I have no idea what it is, but for some reason, being high up outdoors is a lot scarier than being high up indoors. I have no idea why. But
the heights are fine. Even the fall, it would be fine. It's just that sudden stop at the bottom.
Yeah. That's the part that would suck.
Yeah.
Well, listen, I think we'll wrap this up, you guys. But once again, thank you, Skydrowalker, for all your artistic creativity that you put into the car for us.
Skydrow, if people want to connect with you or find your work, where can they find you?
Only on Instagram.
Okay.
Skydrowalker. Or
Okay.
you can save 15% when you use the code Skydrow at Extreme.
I love that.
Deadman, where can people find you?
Only on Instagram. I have a Deadmanwon Facebook. I even have a Toymerks Facebook, but I don't really do anything with them because I don't like the platform as well. So Instagram's where it's at. You can also catch me Wednesday nights here on YouTube, live on the Skeleton's Tomb. That's at skeletons_collectibles YouTube page. What time is that? It's either 5:30 or 6 o'clock on Wednesday nights.
Have a great day, Clinical. Awesome.
And before I go, or we go, I'd like to thank Kelly for reaching out to me this morning to come on. Any chance I get to go live with either Skydrow, Eddie, Mike, or Kelly is greatly appreciated. I enjoy all your guys' company, and you're great people. And also, I've said this before, but your passion, all of you, is unmatched.
Thank you, bro. Thank you very much. We love you back, my brother, and we love having you on too. And at this point, you're just as big a part of Oddfrog as anybody. So yeah, we appreciate you too, brother.
I wouldn't say that, but thank you. It's very nice to hear.
Yeah.
We appreciate you guys' time being on.
Enjoy
here
y'all
today, for
Sunday.
sure.
Thank you, Skydrow. So much appreciated, my brother.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, everybody.
All right, everybody. Have a great day, and thanks for coming and being here with us. Thank you.